Okay, now they can have their credits. Well, that was a surprisingly good game for, as far as I can tell, being almost unheard of. Especially for three people to be the primary ones working on it. They put, I mean, I said it before, but they put a ton of work into making it like really convenient to play in a way that very few games I've played do. They didn't want you to be frustrated that you had to like redo the same thing over and over again. And they didn't want you to miss stuff. Which is like directly the opposite of most games where they want to hide things, so you have to work really hard and waste a lot of time in the game to find it, or grind and spend as much time as possible. The setting was awesome. I feel like we don't have very many games that take place in like that Roman era. The amount of voice acting was insane. There really weren't very many holes in it. There were only like a couple places where there should have been updated dialogue, and there weren't. But it was kind of obvious that you weren't supposed to go back there. I mainly found them because I missed an obvious solution to a problem and checked everywhere but where I needed to check first. So, there were a couple bugs, none of them game breaking. The main one being the portal. Whenever you get close to the portal, at least for me, it would drop to like a couple frames. But you can get to the portal before it even opens most of the time. And the few times that it doesn't, you just kind of gotta suffer through walking the 10 feet with it lagging. Then once you get to the portal, you're fine. So it's really not game breaking, but it is annoying. And the lore was impressive. I don't know how accurate it was because we're, dealing with ancient history here, but it seemed like they were referencing things that shouldn't be too far off for the most part. So I'd almost call it educational, as long as they didn't goof anything in particular, which I haven't checked. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. There's a lot of love and attention put into that game. And yeah, I honestly would say that it's better done than a lot of major titles with a lot of money and a lot of people behind them.